Hey friends, we're back from China. We celebrated the Lunar New Year across there, all these beautiful celebrations. It was awesome. Lunar New Year is February 12th, so mark your calendars. We went there because we were in the search for an artist by the name of Chen Rong. And Chen Rong actually died in 1266. He was born in 1200 and he died in 1266. He died at 66 years old, and he was a Chinese painter. And he is known for his beautiful depictions of dragons. In China, the dragon is actually a symbol of power, and they bring good luck and prosperity, unlike the Western Hemisphere that view dragons as evil. His most famous painting is a painting called Nine Dragons. This was done in 1244. And it is currently held at the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston, Massachusetts. And today we're going to do one or two, it depends. We can either do a symmetrical dragon, and a symmetrical dragon is going to have a face that looks like this. And symmetry talks about one side of your paper looking identical to the other side through a vertical axis. And my vertical axis is going to be my folded paper today. Or a horizontal axis if I was to do it this way, right? Or if you would prefer to do something more on the asymmetrical side, then asymmetry, when you look at an artwork, your eye is at peace. Nothing draws yourself away from the painting or the drawing. There's a good sense of balance of space. There's good sense balance of color, size of the objects, placement of the objects, the suggestion of where you want it to look, where you want your eyes to go to. That's asymmetrical. I will see y'all on the drawing board. Hey friends, today we're going to do our version of Chen Rong's Chinese dragon. And today our focus is using the word symmetry. You will need a Sharpie, pencils, erasers, paper, and something to create some form of color. It could be color pencils, markers, or crayons, or a combination of any of those. I'm going to clear my board. If I divide my page in two, the word symmetry means that what happens on one side of your vertical axis, this is going to be your vertical axis, happens on the other side. Or if I turn my paper this way, what happens on one side of my horizontal axis, this is my horizontal axis, is the same as what happens on this side. It's almost like a mirror. So we're going to go ahead and use this paper. If you need a ruler to help you draw a line, you can draw a line, or if you did like me, you can fold the paper. Alright, and let's go ahead and start our dragon. So I'm going to start with pencil, and then at the end I'm going to outline. So we'll start off with the nose first, the center part of our dragon. So I have about this much on this side, the same on this side. And I'm going to go ahead and I've left this part open. This is going to go into a smaller circle. And I'm going to do another circle on the inside. And they may not be entirely the same, but you get the idea. One happens on one side, happens on the other side. Let's go ahead and create around the eye. One line that goes that way. So I'm going to do the same on this side. I put a little dot, that way I know where I'm going to go. One, two, three, four of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to take this and bring it all the way down to here. It's kind of tricky. And I'm going to create some circles here. This is going to be our eyes. You see where it's going to go off a little bit here? Circle. 2 circles for the inside. Let's put 1 more circle. Okay. And then right about here, I'm going to connect this part to right here. So it's going to look like this. Now we're completing the eye. And I want to add a little bit more right about here, about halfway through. So it looks like it disappears behind that nostril and it connects to this part right here. So middle. And I think I want some action happening in here, so I'm going to pretend like he's blowing smoke. So I'm going to draw 2 lines out here. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's work on the mouth part. So we're going to do curved line, and then we bring this back up this way. It's almost like a mustache. So 1, 2, and then I'm going to create let's extend this part a little more. You'll notice as I'm creating some lines on one part of my vertical axis, I'm also doing the same on the opposite end. That way I stay within symmetry. And just create the mouth. And inside the mouth we have some teeth, so let's start with the middle tooth. So I got 1, 2, let's even it off on the other side, and some slightly longer teeth. And the same for underneath. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we need his tongue. I'll start on that vertical axis. Curved line, curved line. Okay, and let's go to the forehead. So he has like a nice circle in the middle with an inside circle. And let's connect this to the eye. One line going this way, the other line going that way. Straight horizontal line at the top, and slightly curve our line. 1, 2. And now we're ready for the rest. 1, and this is going to end up right about here, which means that if I flipped it, I'm going to end up right here if I start here. So up, 1, and we're going to start the other one here. 2. Again, we're going to go here. Let's drop this one a little bit. It's a little high. And one more. Somewhere around here. Curve it up. And end up in the middle. And now I'm going to go ahead and go out. Bring this back in here. And let's finish this off. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's raise this a little bit. So he has these long, almost whisker-like things. 1, bring it over here, 2, and then they just kind of drop. Okay, and let's go ahead and complete his face. 1 line over here, the same goes for here. And then that's going to bring it right down to the bottom where our jaw happens. And now we'll finish this off. So 1. They almost look like petals. 2. Let's make this one a little smaller. 3. 4. 'This one a little bigger. I'm gonna add some colors. I'm going to go ahead and outline. There you have it, friends. Our version of Chen Rong's Chinese dragon with a focus or emphasis on the word symmetry. That was so much fun. Thank you so much for joining me on the drawing board today, Green Crayon. I know you always have a great time drawing and watching on. Chen Rong was a Chinese painter born in China in 1200. He died in 1266, and he is known for his depictions of dragons. Dragons in China are a symbol of power, and they are friendly dragons, and they bring lots of good luck. His most famous painting is a painting called Nine Dragons, and this was done in 1244, and it is being held, and you can view it at the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston, Massachusetts. We were celebrating the Lunar New Year, which is the 12th of February. Till next time, friends. Bye.